What's up, everybody? This is the Demon Hunter, and you're listening to Mr.Cygnus' audio commentary. This commentary, like everything else on WCR, is copyrighted by WCReplays.com. So if you're one of those other motherfuckers from another website always coming over and stealing their shit, well, I'm gonna come to your house, and I'm gonna hide in your fucking closet. And when you come home, I'm gonna jump out your closet and club you upside your goddamn head. And then I'm gonna tie your ass up, and I'm gonna put an apple in your mouth and a cucumber in your fucking ass. So if you're not one of those fools, why don't you sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, bitches.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Freaking ass shit, man. I swear to God, it takes an act of Congress just to get a goddamn audio commentary recorded. So, man, I'm really sorry, guys. I know it's been, quite a while since I've recorded an audio commentary. I'm bringing you guys a pretty good game today. I mean, not only have I been short on time, but I swear, this is like the fourth attempt of me trying to record an audio commentary. It's ridiculous, man. It's just been having some bad luck. Shit, man, it's just like, the first time I tried to record an audio commentary, it was like one of those live audio commentaries. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do one of those or something like that. And, I ended up, recording that audio successfully, and unfortunately, when I went back to go listen to the audio, it was mainly just me, cussing my ass off. Because I basically, didn't play so well, so I was pretty pissed about it. So that didn't go so well, and the second time I went to go record an audio commentary, it actually was a fairly decent audio commentary. It was an all audio commentary. I did it on someone else's game. It was Human vs. Orc, and the dude went Paladin, solo Paladin versus Orc, and it was a really good game. But man, I just wasn't really happy with it. I mean, even though it was pretty funny at certain parts, I don't like letting an audio commentary out that I'm not 100% confident it's good stuff, so I had to kind of close that one down. And my third attempt to do an audio commentary was actually on this very game. Unfortunately, my freaking retarded ass ended up pulling out the microphone cord halfway through the audio commentary, so half of it was a fairly damn good audio, and the rest of it was just dead sound. So I was pretty pissed about that, and I swear, I don't care how this audio comes out. If it's hella good or hella shitty, it's gonna come out, man. I don't care if the freaking president comes over here. I'm just gonna be like, look, George, just sit your ass on the bed. You're gonna have to chill for a minute because I'm recording this audio commentary. I don't care if there's bombs going off outside my house or whatever, dude. It's just this audio is going to be made, and it's going to hit the front page. So if you're listening to it, it made it there. I'm glad it's finally out. So I'll tell you what, to kind of make up for the lack of audios lately, I'll do an extended post-game show for you guys. I've got a good idea on something you guys can listen to. It's hella funny, and I won't ruin it for you guys. You guys can stick around after the game, and you can listen to that, and I'll show you what's up. Anyways, alright, dude, like, into the game. Let's kind of just get things rolling here, because I only have an hour or so to record this before my punk ass has to get to work. So alright, guys, basically the map is Twisted Meadows. This was a pretty good game. Actually, I wasn't planning on doing the audio in this game at all, but I figured that the guy I played this game against, he was such a cool guy, and he made a request, and the chat in this game is pretty funny as well. I figured I'd do an audio commentary on me getting the shit kicked out of myself. Why not, So anyways, basically it's Undead versus Night Elf, of course, and this is going to be an audio commentary basically on what not to do versus Undead. So yeah, I'll give you guys some tips, tricks, and all that good shit. So anyways, let's unpause this shit. Hopefully you're at the 15-second mark. Let's unpause this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, unpause. Alright, so it's Hung Like a Champ versus the Cygnus. Basically, I've got to say, you know, this is probably the coolest account name I've ever seen on Battle.net. Hung like a fucking champ. I mean, you can't feel bad losing to a guy who's got a cool-ass name like that. So anyways, I'm gonna be doing some goofy-ass shit this game. You know, I hope you guys don't really, you know, fuck y'all. I swear to God, you know, you guys need to learn to lighten up and play this game and have fun with it. Too many people, I swear, there's so many people. I'll give you an example. All human players feel that their race is so imbalanced. Basically, everyone thinks that their own race is imbalanced in general, but I gotta say that, you know, the strongest strategy in this game is usually the one that no one's ever seen before, or it's something that they expect you not to do, and you end up doing some crazy ass shit. That tends to really work the best, to tell you the truth. So, if you're a human player out there, why don't you start trying to do something else as your first hero instead of Archmage? I mean, yeah, Archmage is hella good for that tier 2 mass caster plus support strategy that humans so good for, but, you know, if you can skip tier 2 and go maybe heavier in tier 1 and go straight to tier 3, I'm pretty sure that would be a pretty nice idea if you went something like a paladin or like a maybe a solo mountain king or some shit like that, and do something different. I'm sure that'd be kind of cool. I know it's easy to say, but why don't you try something out instead of, you know, complaining about losing all the time if you're doing the same cookie-ass shit that every person who is posted on the replay site does. You know, you keep copying everyone's strategy, and you think that's the only way to win. Well, you're wrong. This game's about having fun, guys. You need to quit worrying about your stupid record and go out there and try something different for once, and you know, try and think of something on your own instead of trying to copy everyone else's stuff. I mean, that's basically how I got all my ideas for strategies, and they became pretty popular after I figured some pretty good shit out. I mean, let's see here. I remember back in 1.14, everyone was going like, Night Elf versus Night Elf, going Priestess Moon, Mass Hunts, Glaze. I started going Demon Hunter, Archers, Talons, Dryads. That was a pretty good strategy. I thought of that one myself. Plus a bunch of other crazy shit that you see people do. But if you guys would start trying stuff on your own, you might come up with some good stuff. Anyways, oh, that reminds me, man. I was thinking of this pimp-ass strategy. Okay, this last replay I was going to do my audio commentary on, I told you guys it was Orc versus Human, and dude went solo Paladin first. Man, I got this badass idea on a cool-ass strategy you can do versus Orc, and you could probably do it versus Night Elf. Maybe versus Undead if you can get rid of Destroyers, but I'll show you what's up, or actually I'll tell you what's up, and you guys can tell me what you think, and try it out, you human players out there. Basically, let me just do a quick description of my stupid strategy that I'm doing right now. This is basically something you never want to do. Reason being is, even if they don't even think of a ghoul rush, if they sell their TP to the dual rack ghoul rush or whatever and attack the AP, you might be able to get away with this strategy even versus that, because you can just surround your AP with wisps, and if you're pretty good with your micro, you can manage your Demon Hunter and not get him surrounded, and you can probably get away with the quick tech. You might lose a couple wisps, and your opponent maybe a couple or so ghouls, depending how good he is. But you might be able to get away with that. But even if you do manage to get away with that, you still end up getting harassed pretty well with mass guards. And you will notice that my opponent went Fiends. This is a pretty good game, I'm going to tell you guys, even though I get my ass owned. There's quite a few things I could have done better. But still a damn good game. It can even give you undead players an idea of how to do a few things. I believe that at the time Hung Like a Champ was like level 44 or 45, some shit like that. I believe I was like level 40 something. I don't even know what level I am. I haven't played in so long that I'm sure I've decayed, and it doesn't really matter. I don't care, you know. Anyways, I'm moving my AP because I know he's not going guard, so I figure I'd put it more in the front line just in case he decides to attack with those fiends. I'm doing some pretty good ass harassment. I got the item, got the mana burn off. doing pretty good. I'm feeling pretty cocky at this point. But unfortunately, you know, I tend to really fuck up when I do something really damn good in the game. I don't know. That just always happens. But anyways, I do notice that there's an acolyte there and there's some fiends and stuff. I was scouting to see if he had a sacrificial skull, which he did. So at this point, I'm figuring a tower rush. I haven't seen a tower rush from Undead in a long time. It was a pretty popular strategy for a minute, but then people realized that it's fairly easy to stop an Undead tower rush, especially if you can detonate the blight really fast. When he uses a sacrificial skull, then he's basically screwed. So anyways, he's trying to creep a little bit while he runs up and lays down the blight. So he lays down the blight, gets a couple of ziggurats fired up. Demon Hunter's in a bad position. I was just trying to kill off an extra fiend or so. Gonna uproot my Ancient Protector, and like a freaking idiot, I got myself in a pretty bad situation, so I had to use my TP. Anyway, so the tower rush is on. At this point, I was figuring this is not very good, because once undead towers get up, they're almost hard to stop or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, undead towers are the best, but they require the most gold and all that stuff. As for second best towers, I guess at tier 3 orc towers, and human towers are really good, especially if you're being sieged as a human, being they have heavy armor, don't take any extra damage. Plus they get the upgrades and all that good stuff. I don't know, everyone has good towers except Night Elf. Night Elf towers are kind of stupid. They cost a lot of money, and I don't know. Kind of like a good whore. Costs a lot of money, but they're only good for a little while. Alright, so anyways, my bears are out, so I was just trying to, like, you know,